What's the most expensive mistake someone else made that you accidentally benefited from? When I was 22, fresh out of college and drowning in student loans, I took a job as a receptionist at Thornfield & Associates, a prestigious law firm downtown. The pay was terrible, but I needed something to bridge the gap until I could find real work in my field. My boss was Veronica Blackwood, a senior partner who treated support staff like furniture. She'd snap her fingers when she wanted coffee, never said please or thank you, and once made me work through lunch to organize her personal shopping receipts. The other partners whispered that she'd stepped on everyone to climb the ladder, including her former mentor, who mysteriously lost a major client after training her. 3 months in, Veronica called me into her office, waving a thick manila envelope. "I need you to personally deliver this to Cromwell Industries," she said. "Do not let anyone else sign for it. Mr. Cromwell only." The envelope was sealed with red wax, old school important. She handed me a cab voucher and stressed that this was time sensitive. "This contract is worth $2.8 million to the firm," she said. "Don't screw this up." I took the subway instead of a cab, keeping the voucher money for groceries, and arrived at the gleaming Cromwell building. The receptionist directed me to the 40th floor where I met Theodore Cromwell himself, a kind-looking man in his 60s. "You must be from Thornfield," he said, accepting the envelope. Though I must say, I'm surprised Veronica sent the contract so quickly. We only discussed terms yesterday. Something in his tone made me pause. "Contract, sir?" He opened the envelope and his face went pale. "This isn't what we agreed on at all." He pulled out documents and pointed to a highlighted section. "She's charging triple our discussed rate and claiming exclusive rights to all our intellectual property for the next decade." My stomach dropped. Maybe there's been a mistake? Mr. Cromwell studied the papers more carefully. "No mistake. This is deliberate. She's trying to manipulate our negotiations by presenting this as our agreed terms." He looked at me sympathetically. "Young lady, do you know what's in this contract?" I shook my head. "Your boss is attempting to defraud my company out of millions." He walked to his window, staring out at the city. "I've seen lawyers like Veronica before. They think they can intimidate smaller firms into signing predatory contracts." He turned back to me. "What's your name?" "Delilah," I said quietly. "Well, Delilah, you seem like a decent person. Can I ask you something? Do you enjoy working for someone who treats you poorly while attempting to steal from others?" I didn't know how to answer. Mr. Cromwell made a decision. "I'm going to make you an offer. We've been looking for a project coordinator, someone detail-oriented who can manage client communications. The salary is $65,000 plus benefits, and you'd start Monday." My current salary was $28,000. I nearly fainted. "But sir, I don't have experience." "You delivered this contract honestly, even though you could have just left without saying anything. That tells me everything I need to know about your character." I accepted on the spot. The next day, I submitted my resignation to Veronica. She was furious, demanding to know what Mr. Cromwell had said about the contract. He just thanked me for the delivery. I lied smoothly. 2 weeks later, the local business journal ran a story about Thornfield & Associates losing their biggest client. Cromwell Industries had terminated their relationship, citing unethical business practices, and was pursuing legal action for attempted contract fraud. Veronica was quietly forced out of the firm 6 months later. Meanwhile, I discovered that Mr. Cromwell had been testing law firms for months, sending representatives to gauge their honesty. Thornfield had failed spectacularly, but my integrity had impressed him. 3 years later, I'm now Assistant Director of Business Development at Cromwell Industries, making more money than I ever imagined. Last month, I bought my first house, with the down payment coming partly from the promotion bonus Mr. Cromwell gave me for exemplary ethical standards. Veronica's $2.8 million mistake didn't just cost her firm a client. It handed me a career I never could have dreamed of. Sometimes the most expensive mistakes create the most unexpected opportunities.